Peace to everybody. This is about R. Kelly ex-wife fighting over finances for years. Newly released divorce filings show. And as you can see here, here's R. Kelly, who is remaining behind bars because the judge had denied his bond. R. Kelly and his former wife have been battling over finances for more than a decade, with the embattled R&B singer and his reality TV star ex each claiming poverty at times. Newly released divorce filing show. And so R. Kelly and his ex-wife, Drea, they have been battling over the finances for more than a decade, and of course, Drea Kelly is on a reality show, Hip Hop Atlanta. R. Kelly, he's just going to be remaining bars. He can't go nowhere or do nothing. A Cook County judge sealed the divorce records from public view just as a lengthy dispute over money and child custody reached a boiling point in 2013. Kelly sought to reduce his child support payments, citing a steady decline in his popularity and a resulting drop in his income. About the same time, ex-wife Andrea Kelly accused him of hiding assets. So Andrea Kelly, R. Kelly's ex-wife, she has accused him of hiding assets. So that means R. Kelly wasn't disclosing everything like he should have been. And of course, the records are sealed from public view, so that means nobody of the public is allowed to see it ever. The conflict was among many disclosed as the circuit clerk's office released hundreds of pages of documents late Monday on the orders of the judge overseeing the child custody fight. So there was a conflict with among many disclosed. And it's because of the child custody fight. In other words, who would get the children. And of course, Andrea Kelly is not going to give up her kids to R. Kelly ever. The Chicago Tribune and WBEZ 91.5 FM intervened to open the case to the public after reporters had been barred from the domestic relations courtroom after R. Kelly was criminally charged to Cook County with sexually abusing several underage girls years ago. And so, I know the Chicago Tribune, you really can't trust them because they switch words, they make up lies that are not true. But somehow they got to intervene to open the case to the public after reporters had been barred from the domestic relations courtroom because R. Kelly was criminally charged in Cook County with sexually abusing several underage girls years ago. Among other revelations, the unsealed divorce filings show Kelly was repeatedly accused of falling behind on child support in recent years. And so he was falling way behind on child support. And, that's a big no-no. Because, when you are divorced or not together anymore, you have to pay it. That the father of your kids have to pay child support no matter what. You just cannot fall way behind in it because you know where you're going to go. Prison. The two married in Colorado in 1997 and had 3 children who were minors when the divorce was finalized in January 2009, about 6 months after Kelly was acquitted in a sensational child pornography trial in Chicago. So they were married in 1997 in Colorado. They got divorced in Chicago, I guess, in 2009, and it was 6 months after Kelly was acquitted in a sensational child pornography. Their divorce agreement awarded Andrea Kelly a one-time $1 million payment, $250,000 a year in child support, and $10,000 a month in alimony. The alimony ended after Andrea Kelly's remarriage, but Kelly was still required to pay child support as of March, when he was jailed for failing to make overdue payments. So Andrea Kelly, she was supposed to get a one-time $1 million payment. In other words, $250,000 a year in child support and $10,000 a month in alimony. But when Andrea Kelly remarried, the alimony ended. In 2013, the singer sought to reduce his child support payments, claiming he had seen a steady decline in his popularity due in part to his age, drastic decline in record sales, and increased album purchase prices, and the overall economic downturn. So in 2013, the singer was sought to reduce his child support, but the judge said no, because the judge had said, well, no, we're going to make this $161,000. So that's what happened. Of course, he has seen a steady decline in his popularity. In other words, he's not so popular anymore. In response, Andrea Kelly tried to have his monthly payments increased, saying Kelly had gone to great extents to hide his income and assets. She also noted in the filing that her pay from the reality TV show Hollywood Exes wasn't significant to pay the bills. So Andrea Kelly tried to have his monthly payments increased. So in other words, she wants more money out of him because of the 3 kids, but I guess 2 of them are adults and one is 18 years old. That's the one, or the oldest daughter is the lesbian one, that because she don't want nothing to do with her father at all, because she's a victim in all this mess because of everything what is going on. She also noted in the filing that her pay from the reality TV show Hollywood Exes wasn't significant to pay the bills, so they couldn't do anything for her. In 2014, Kelly's attorney revealed that the singer faced a tax liability of more than $7 million, and that the mortgage on his house in suburban Olympia Fields, often mentioned as the site of his alleged improper sexual encounters with teenage girls, had been foreclosed. So R. Kelly lost 2 houses in Atlanta, Georgia. He lost his studio in Chicago because he did not pay rent at all. And of course, the $7 million, that was for the mortgage on his house in suburbia Olympia Fields. So he is different, and now R. Kelly is was staying at the Trump Tower before he got arrested. And the 2 girls that are there, they need to, I just don't understand why the feds just did not drag them off out of that Trump Tower at all. As long-standing allegations of predatory sexual behavior against Kelly gained public traction in recent years, his former wife has accused him of withholding payments as punishment for her speaking out about his alleged abuse. In turn, Kelly has said her public allegations have made it difficult for him to earn money. So it was a long-standing allegations predatory sexual behavior against Kelly gained public traction for recent years. Andrea Kelly has accused him of holding with payments. So yeah, R. Kelly was holding payments because of child support and everything. But now that he's all caught up on child support, I doubt very much he paid it because he's broke. So who else could have paid his child support? Kelly has said her public allegations have made it difficult for him to earn money. Well, he's a child predator. What more does he want? He's sitting behind bars because the judge has denied his bond. In the months since, his legal troubles have escalated, including last week's federal indictments in New York and Chicago, accusing him of wide-scale racketeering charges and obstructing justice before his 2008 Cook County trial. He was taken into custody as he walked his dog near his residence in Trump Tower in Chicago. So he had legal troubles, including last week's federal indictments in New York City. So that's still up to the judge whether or not R. Kelly should be extradited to New York City or not to face those charges there, because he was accusing him of wide-scale racketeering. In other words, in racketeering, he's been taking girls across states to for prostitution and everything else. And R. Kelly is a puppet. He does not care about nobody. He only wants the money. But since he's broke, he ain't got nothing. Earlier this year, he was indicted to Cook County charges that he sexually assaulted one victim and sexually abused 3 others years ago. All but one were underage at the time, the charges alleged. So earlier this year, he was indicted to Cook County for that sexually assaulted one victim and sexually abused 3 others years ago. All of them but one were underage at that time. Kelly had been free on those charges after a woman who identified herself as a friend posted the necessary $100,000 of a $1 million bond. So when R. Kelly was in jail, there was a $1 million bond. She posted the $100,000 of a $1 million bond, but I forgot what her name is, but she did reveal herself who she is. But I like to see how somebody's going to try to get R. Kelly out of jail this time, because he's not going nowhere. He's stuck. The newly released divorce records show that Andrea Kelly initially sought to subpoena the woman in an apparent effort to learn whether the money had come from Kelly himself. At the time, he owed more than $160,000 in overdue child support. So Andrea Kelly is initially sought to subpoena because she don't know if R. Kelly had paid that child support himself or somebody else paid it. So and Andrea Kelly is not gonna stop until she finds out who really paid the child support, because if it can't be R. Kelly, it has to be somebody, but who? And of course, Andrea Kelly is doing everything she can to find out who it is, and R. Kelly's just not going anywhere for a long while. Leave your comments below. I am out.